it's Karen.
And Ruth, hello.
Hello on this very rainy Friday afternoon.
Very rainy.
Yes, it's cold, it's rain, it's a miserable summer, but there you go, that's good old Blighty for you.
And it's all we can expect, isn't it?
Well, we expect nothing more. Nothing more, darling. Yeah, so we thought we'd just do a little vid show about our girl, Butch
O'Brien.
Butch O'Brien, a.k.a. Anna O'Brien, a.k.a. Glitter Lazers.
Yay.
Woo, woo. So, Anna has been having this surgery for lipedema arc going on, and it seems as though she's going to drag it out as long as humanly possible for the YouTube coin.
I've got to agree with you there, Karen.
We did watch her video. This video we're going to talk about, we watched it on her channel, and what a mistake that was.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Because there must have been an advert running every 2 to 3 minutes.
Embedded as well. There was no skipping them, was there?
No. And this was a 27-minute video.
And it was every 2 to 3 minutes, folks.
Yeah. So you can just imagine how many adverts there were. So it was quite hard to keep track of the delusion she was spouting anyway without all the adverts interrupting.
Sorry to interrupt, Karen. At one point, I was just so fed up with them. I picked up the remote and turned it off. And Karen said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I can't be doing with this nonsense." She said, Ruth, we're covering it, remember? So we had to go back. Never again.
Well, I'll just give a little recap. So a good while ago, Anna informed everybody that she was using this particular fitness app. I don't want to name them because there are enough grifters on YouTube that they've got working for them, so I'm not going to further their cause. But anyway, she claimed to be losing weight, doing this regime regularly, and it transpired down the line that she was actually taking a weight loss product, which she's now fessed up that she's been taking Wegovy. Wegovy is semaglutide under another name, which is Ozempic, basically. As we know, she's been trying to do this fitness thing, running a 5K and all this business. Now, all of a sudden, she wants weight loss for this supposed, alleged lipedema. Now, it seems to me that every morbidly obese person now is coming out with this. Oh, I've got lipedema. It's like a buzzword now.
Oh, absolutely.
And what?
Not their fault.
No, not my fault.
It's a disease.
Yeah, it's the lipedema doing it, not me eating piles of rubbish. Anyway, so she's now saying that to get surgery, she had to stop the Wegovy. It was part of the surgery, apparently. I don't know particularly why, whether it's something to do with because it can affect your blood sugar, whether that was it. However, she's now trying to make out that she's on Wegovy to cope with lipedema. Now, that's not true. She started on the Wegovy as a weight loss product. Would you do the honours and read that out, Ruth?
Lipedema patients report improvements including weight reduction in lipedema areas, decreased inflammation, reduced pain, and better mobility.
Right, so there has been no official study on this. From what I have read, doing a little bit of research into this, its patients, yes, have reported it to their primary care physicians, who are the largest group of people prescribing Ozempic and other type drugs, not actually lipedema specialists. So the feedback has come from the people taking it. As I say, there has been no independent or otherwise study to validate the truth of this, the efficacy of these claims. In fact, this was taken from a site that deals with lipedema, and it says, the future of Ozempic in lipedema treatment. The exploration of Ozempic as a treatment for lipedema is still in its early stages. More research and clinical studies are needed to understand its efficacy and safety fully. In fact, we don't know the long-term effects of any of these drugs because they're so new that no long-term studies have been done yet. That is basically saying that while people might claim it helps their lipedema, that this hasn't been scientifically proven in any way. So if Anna wants to say, well, it's helped my lipedema, that's fair enough. That's probably a fair enough statement. Other people have said it. What she's not correct in saying, though, is trying to make out that she was put on this drug for lipedema treatment. She wasn't. She was put on this drug for weight loss treatment. So let's just clear that up. That is a load of tripe that she's spinning now. As a lot of her tales are a lot of tripe.
Yeah.
And this video is particularly difficult to watch because there was a lot of drama, crying, soul-searching, adverts.
More adverts.
Yeah, lots and lots of adverts. Not that we're saying that she's some kind of grifter, but let's face it, she is a grifter.
There was very little meat to be had.
Yeah. It was all for show, really, wasn't it?
It was so performative. It was painful.
Yeah. And it wasn't even... Now, we all know she's had the surgery. We all had the cringy video, Meeting My Medical Team.
Wasn't that a little operetta?
It was terrible and it was disgusting. And I'm telling you now, if my medical team, for what can be quite a serious surgery, wants to appear on a YouTube short dancing and prancing about, they're not going to be my medical team.
It does.
End of.
Yeah, well, it's not the sort of thing we find in Britain, is it, Karen?
No, and it's just so unprofessional. I mean, it makes them look like it's a circus.
Well,
and who wants surgery at a circus?
I don't think it makes them look like they're a circus. It shows they're a circus.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
You know.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we had that, and then she did one the day of my surgery. And so we're all out here waiting for how the surgery went, what they did, how she's feeling, how she's looking. But what do we get? We get all the same bump again.
A rerun.
A rerun in long form.
There was one part of it that really stuck out to me, her chatting to somebody about being able to get it on insurance. I really do feel for people in the USA that have to pay medical insurance, knowing that this is the type of thing that insurers are paying for, because I've got a feeling somebody who requires it for an illness that is not within their control, having to pay huge premiums to cover a fat bird's surgery.
Yeah.
It must stick in the craw of a lot of Americans.
It was sticking my craw.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much she's going to pay. She's saying it's going to cost an awful lot of money. It's not something that can be done overnight. It's going to be a couple of years, maybe longer. I'm not entirely sure what the surgery is going to entail. I don't know whether she's just going for general liposuction.
I can't imagine it being much more than liposuction. You see, I would have cut it short. I'd have said, by the heck, I've eaten myself to these proportions. Luckily, there's a doctor up the road, bit of a vacuum cleaner, and it's liposuction. I don't know this intricate surgery that she's banging on about.
I know. I personally, I think this is just so she can spin it out for as long as possible. This is like Amberlynn Reid fake cancer arc again to me.
Yeah.
She already knows results because she's already had the surgery.
Yeah.
But we've got to go back in time to before the surgery.
Yeah.
And she's saying in this video, I'll tell you about the surgery in the next video.
Yeah.
It's so disingenuous. It's so disrespectful to your audience.
Yeah.
You know you've had the surgery. You know what the result and the outcome of the surgery is, but we've all got to wait until you've made enough money off this video so you can make the next video.
It is amazing to me she's got any audience because, number one, she's another Amber Lynn, never acknowledges her audience, never reads her comments. It's just she's so openly saying, click on this and let me stick it to you up the backside.
Yeah.
Type of...
Whilst making a lot of money in the process.
But she's got lots of side grifts as well. She's a very, very, very rich woman from side grifts.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to her story... Fair enough. I think she's worked hard in her field. I think she was in marketing.
Yeah.
And according to her, she's put work in, and I think she's had quite a successful career. But I think she gave up that career to full-time YouTube, didn't she? So full-time grift, yeah, really.
Well, she's one of these fat positive, let it all hang out, love your body situation type deal girls who's now realised, I've effed up my body, so now with all the money that I've made, I'm going to attempt to put it right. I'm going to fly around the country, staying in hotels, film it all, monetize it, make more money off it. Meanwhile, the poor buggers that have been following her are sat at home probably with no insurance, having to live with it.
What really riles me is that that's the issue. The way they talk about these, her and Foodie Beauty and Amberlyn Reid and Alexandra Rodriguez, the way they talk about obesity and weight loss, it's so far from reality that if people are watching to get any kind of information, they're just not getting it.
Oh, they're going to lose hope.
Yeah, I mean, she's done a close-up of her skin saying, oh, look, and this is all the lipedema cells. Well, to me, it looked like cellulite.
It did.
Back in the day, we called it cellulite.
We did. It was like orange peel.
Yeah.
Big sign of cellulite.
Yeah.
But the way that she talks about her body, it's like her body is a separate entity that she's got no control over. I'm so let down by my body. My body has done this to me and my body has done that to me. I don't know. I think probably you are your body and it's the way you've treated it.
Well, your eating has done that to your body.
Yeah.
Anna.
She reckons on she's done everything, though.
Oh, yeah. But I tell you what got me in this video as well was she went to see a physiotherapist who told her that her gait was not right. And she went into a corner and sobbed.
Had to stop filming.
Yeah, she had to switch off the camera and go into a corner and sob.
Yeah.
Now, you recall that not all that long ago, we had the whole, I went to a very special sports institution and they taught me how to walk.
Yeah.
Walk before you can run. So what happened to that walk?
And then there was the jogging through the forest, and she had to have a word with that lady who'd said to her, oh, well done. She had to take her one side and slap her about a bit for being fat phobic. Remember?
I don't think they were hands laid.
Well...
She was very shirty with her. But the point is, she went to this specialised place to learn how to walk, and she's off sobbing in the corner.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just say to the physio, well, I've attended this institution and this is how they taught me to walk.
Yeah. Because
it was all bollocks. Yeah. It was bollocks then, and it's bollocks now.
And I don't know, would a physio say, you are walking, your gait is wrong? Or would she say, by the heck, you're really off balance now because your body is so huge?
I don't think a physio would actually say that. She'd probably say the former. Your gait is a little off, darling. You know. This whole video, it was a trial to watch. It was full of misinformation. It was all about her weeping and wailing and oh my, and my body's terrible.
And it's so out of my control.
Yeah, yeah.
And since she stopped the Wegovy, which it appears she was taking for pain and inflammation. All the pain and inflammation's come back, and she appears to have put on quite a lot of weight. So it must be that, you know, the fat globules in the air that are magnetised to you. Love, you're unfit, you're eating all the wrong stuff, and you, without doubt, need to see a psychiatrist.
Yeah. I mean, there was none of this, oh, I'm in all this agony before she started the Wegovy. It was, oh, I'm fat, I need a weight loss treatment. While I blagged the audience that I'm actually doing all this fitness and everything, that's why I'm losing weight. But now she's had to come off the Wegovy for the surgery. Suddenly the lipedema is excruciating.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not playing it down, and anybody out there with lipedema, I understand it can be very painful, it can be very uncomfortable, and I am not in any way trying to diminish that for you, but I am for her, because her narrative is skewed. She wasn't on the Wegovy to treat the lipedema. If along the way she's found it helps the lipedema somewhat, all well and good. As far as I can see, it's not reduced her lipedema any, because her legs are as huge as ever. Her arms are as huge as ever. And pointing to bits where you happen to be carrying extra weight is not necessarily saying, oh, it is definitely lipedema. It's just fat, love.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just fat.
Yeah.
And fat gets deposited in different places.
She's different, though. It's, you know, she's got conditions.
Oh, she's got numerous conditions.
Oh,
and of course, that's nothing to do with eating too much either, is it?
Not at all, Karen. Perish the thought. But it was, I haven't watched a lot of Anna for obvious reasons, but it appears to me that over the years she's gone more and more blatant with her lying, more and more blatant with her grifting. And I believe, like all of the others, the longer they get away with it, the further they tip over. I do believe this is her reality. And when she can pay a medical team to be a backing group for her.
Well, as I say, they wouldn't be my medical team. Quite outrageous.
And I'm not saying anything about anything the way she went round Target destroying the place. But in my experience, somebody who does that does look to me like they're full of drink. You know, no names, no back drill.
She does like a drink, doesn't she?
Oh, she does like a drink.
Anyway, we're not insinuating anything.
No.
By that.
No.
But she does like to live a slightly hedonistic lifestyle.
Well said.
And another thing that really peed me off was that after the surgery, she released the video walking 2 miles to get a bagel, which was a pre-recorded video. Wasn't after the surgery.
No.
It was before the surgery. She didn't make that clear. So her audience are like saying, well, is this pre or post-surgery? Like, they couldn't figure out the timeline on it. And it turns out it was pre-recorded. And again, that's disingenuous. You've had the surgery. You know the outcome. Why are you putting out a pre-recorded video? It's so Amber Lynn Reid coded. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, they're all the fucking same.
Well, at the end of the day, Karen, they will reap what they've sown. And now I do believe Anna is a multi-millionairess at that point, but I wouldn't swap places with her, would you?
No.
For a minute.
Well, I wouldn't be on YouTube like this anyway.
No.
Lying, gaslighting, grifting.
Wrecked body, wrecked head, not worth a big bank balance.
No, absolutely not.
Miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all as miserable as you like.
Yeah, there's none of them that are happy, is there?
Not at all.
So, well, that's all we've got to say on her. It wasn't impressive. We're not impressed. She basically came on and talked a load of BS for 27 minutes, as far as I could tell. A lot of the narrative was very skewed, and now we've got to wait again for the next video where she might or might not talk about the surgery. I suspect this is going to go on for a long time, and it's going to get very boring very quickly.
I got boring halfway through when I picked it up, switched it off and got told, well, put it back on again, Ruth. It's going to be interesting to see results, though, because liposuction on those sort of legs, you don't turn into Sid Charisse.
No. Well, she'll just have smaller, lumpy legs, won't she?
Yeah, it'll be another condition she developed during the surgery.
Oh, well. Who cares, quite frankly. Right, that's it then. We're going to go, and we'll see what she does next time.
And as for Glitter Lazers, 0 out of 10, do not recommend.
Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for joining us.
And we shall see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.